As they died on the bottom of this ocean floor, they started creating layers, layer upon layer upon layer of very compact layers of these dead sea creatures. And a lot of them had shells. So their shells then were hardened. And eventually, when the sea then receded back towards the west, this new rock was formed because of these shelled sea creatures. This new rock's name starts with an L. Limestone, exactly. Good job. So we have this new limestone rock, and we are going to get very small, random cracks starting to form in this limestone. And then a mineral called calcite comes along. This calcite starts to fill in all of these random cracks, and it hardens once it gets down there. And then we have groundwater. This groundwater coming from underneath the surface, it's rising. It's mixed with carbonic acid. Who drinks carbonic acid? It's in soda, exactly. It's what makes your soda fizz. So that groundwater that sat down here in the ground, it didn't move. It was stagnant water. It sat down here and slowly ate away all the limestone walls. And it eventually created these passageways that we're walking in today. So, if carbonic acid can dissolve rock, I wonder what it does to your pearly white teeth. Gives you a second thought about drinking soda, huh? So this carbonic acid dissolved away the limestone. But we're going to jump back to that calcite. Remember that calcite that filled in the limestone? This carbonic acid wasn't strong enough to dissolve that calcite. So the calcite remained. But all around it, in between it, below it, above it, the limestone was dissolved. A good way to look at it. We're going to build a brick wall. Let's say that. And what do we need to build a brick wall? Brick and mortar. But this time, we're going to substitute sugar cubes in instead of those bricks. So we have a sugar cube brick wall, right? And one day, we're going to get a huge rainstorm. What's this rain going to do to those sugar cubes?
Melt it.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to dissolve it out. It's going to eat it away so it's no longer there. But that mortar's not going to be affected by that rain, right?
Right.
That's exactly what happened here. That calcite wasn't affected at all by that carbonic acid. But that limestone, carbonic acid's pretty dangerous to that limestone, huh?
Yeah.
That's what made all of this passageway dissolve. So it left us with what we call boxwork. Has anyone heard of boxwork?
Just in your brochure.
Just in our brochure. Well, here's some up here. Behind you guys, you're going to be seeing more on the tours. Underneath, back there, there's more up there. So that is what left us with the boxwork. I had a question about, are there any animals that live in the cave? Besides the bears and the wolves down here, we don't really get anything else. We get pack rats occasionally, bats occasionally, salamanders occasionally, and that's all in the transition world between the subsurface and the surface. So it's all right at the very top of the cave. Usually near the natural entrance is where we find those. So I did say that this is the most complex cave in the world, right?
Yes.
So what do you think? Those bats that come down here, when they go down 200-300 feet into the ground, they hibernate. They wake up. You guys think they remember how to get out?
I don't know.
Nope. Do you guys think they can get out?
Yes.
Nope. They can't. So what we do when we do get bats down here is we try to relocate them, take them either up to the surface or out completely.
Really?
Because the bats even get lost. It's so complex. At one point, if you were on the surface and you knew exactly where to drill in, you would actually pass through 8 different passageways through the cave. This cave, I like to say, say you're going to have a plate, just a dinner plate. You're going to take a spoonful of spaghetti noodles and put it on that dinner plate. That's exactly that pile of spaghetti noodles, those intertwining noodles, are exactly what the passageways down here look like. It's crazy. It's a huge maze. Very easy to get lost in. All of those 144 miles are under 1 square mile.
Oh my word.
So please, let me reiterate this. Stay with me, guys. I haven't lost anyone, so we're going to keep it that way. So back in the 1880s, you guys think these lights were down here?
No.
Nah. So who wants to see it how the first explorers saw it?
I do.
Back in the 1800s. Hold on to your loved ones, or don't. All right, I would also love it if we could all turn off our electronics, please, at this time. All camera lights, be shut off, please. We're going to try to get the full effect of the darkness.
关掉，关掉，关掉。